Hello, this is Brian. Welcome to an absolutely fantastic fall day here in the Angeles National Forest, San Gabriel Mountains of Southern California. I'm just maybe a mile or so, maybe about 2 miles down Big Pines Highway from Jackson Lake. So I'm about an elevation of 5,900 feet over here, and just had to stop over and check out some of this fall color over here. There's a lot of it along the way down here, but anybody who watches my videos knows I'm a fall color junkie. And in Southern California, there are spots where you'll find it. Southern California is not completely devoid of fall color. Not even in the lowlands, to be honest with you. A lot of people like to plant certain types of trees, like liquid ambar or sweet gum, Chinese pistache, which can get some pretty nice fall colors. It actually can get some brilliant fall colors. Then here we're down here. Yeah, just checking out the fall color. Hello, this is Brian again. Today is beautiful Sunday, October 24th, 2021. I may be about 2 miles down Big Pines Highway from Jackson Lake. So I'm in the Angeles National Forest, the San Gabriel Mountains. Just out enjoying the beautiful fall vibes. Big Pines Highway, especially this upper portion of it, it's a great place to see fall color, especially with the black oaks over there, the Quercus Kelloggi. You got the arroyo willows here. It's a Salix lasiolipus starting to change. We're just a little bit under 6,000 feet right now. Jackson Lake is at 6,130, and right around the higher edge of that big switchback is where the 6,000 foot contour is. So we're about 5,900 feet. Just out here enjoying the beautiful trees. Past the blooms of the California goldenrod. And you got these little Fremont cottonwoods popping up here and there. Little Populus fremonti, subspecies fremonti. I did a video spotlight on this earlier this month, October 9th. So check out the spotlight on the Fremont cottonwoods. Gotta admit, some of these trees change very nicely. That one's just got a little bit of color. This one hasn't started much. A lot of times they're a little bit later to color, except in some like deep canyons that get cold air drainage or really high elevations. But we got one here that's breathtaking. Look at that one. Just as brilliant as its cousin, the quaking aspen. Right up there, look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, always being on a highway is always going to be noisy. But yeah, Populus fremonti, subspecies fremonti. The one I spotlighted was by the Jalal Visitor Center, which gets really good cold air drainage. Very good cold air drainage. So that tree was already past its peak, and that was only on October 9th. And of course, Quercus Kelloggi again, the beautiful California black oak. usually around this weekend, like around the 25th, is when you're gonna probably see some of the peak of the fall foliage. So it's usually late October. Last year was a lot later because it was a very, very hot October. So I came up here in mid-November and the trees were about at this level of color. That was mid-November, quite a bit later than usual. It's definitely a great place to get some weather. Little Arroyo Willow. Beautiful. And even some of our smaller plants, like this guy here, this is broadleaf California fuchsia. This is Epilobium condom subspecies latifolium. Since they're winter dormant perennials, in other words, the root stock stays alive, but the leaves fall off, and they turn red. They turn a beautiful red. So even like some of the perennial herbaceous plants will give you some good fall color. I think there's a little spring over here, but it's pretty dry. Then got these old root burl of an old canyon live oak right here. And it's predominantly Jeffrey pines and single leaf pinions and even a few big cum Douglas firs. So there are other plants that change color too, like bitter cherry and Prunus marginata, excuse me. Prunus marginata, bitter cherry, and then Prunus virginiana varidemissa, which is the western choke cherry. They're also known to change colors pretty nicely. I got a little Verbena lacciostachys right here, western vervain. So this is a good time of year. Good time of year to come out here to the mountains and enjoy the beautiful fall colors. So I'm just going to walk across here. Right now I think I mentioned the elevation that we're just a little under 6,000 feet. I said Jackson Lake is just a couple miles up that way, and the elevation there is 6,130. But I mean, the weather is absolutely spectacular, absolutely phenomenal weather today. There have been quite a few chunks of this month, October, that have actually been really, really nice. Really surprised. I mean, during September they were forecasting October was going to be hotter than average. Then as we started getting into October, the National Weather Service did a 380 and then said that the southwestern and western United States would be below average temperature wise. I'd say we've been mostly you know, last couple days have been quite a bit below normal. But you know, we've had a few pretty hot days, but nothing like we've been getting in October for the last few years. That's what's allowing this color, fall color, to open up earlier than last year. This is what you'd expect this time in October. I've been up here plenty of times. I've been up here to the San Gabriels, this part of the San Gabriels where black oak is found, and usually about this time of year is when things are peaking. I'm not going to walk too far down, but I want to just show off some of the natural beauty here. This is a really profoundly beautiful place. Now on this side, I don't want to point up too much because then the sun will get in the lens, and I don't want to blind everybody watching my video. There are some very hardy pine and fir forest, because that's the north-facing slope there, and some of the largest trees in Angeles National Forest, I think, grow in that area, up on that canyon. is a really pretty area. I'm glad I came out here to film. Get more oaks down there. Wherever you get a little pocket of cottonwoods and willows, that's where even more color shows up. Yeah, you can see it's prominently Jeffrey pine. It's pretty much our tree of the area. I guess some pretty decent sized ones around here. But if you go in some of the canyons and steeper canyons in there, some of the trees get really large, larger than most of the rest of Angeles National Forest. Because this is a drier mountain range than the San Gabriels are a little bit drier range than the San Bernardino Mountains and the San Jacinto Mountains to the east and southeast of here, respectively. Those mountains get quite a bit more. They get more summer thunderstorms. You get more of the summer thunderstorms from the monsoons. The monsoons don't usually affect the San Gabriels to nearly as high a degree. But this is it. Beautiful Big Pines area. Beautiful conifer forest here in the San Gabriels. It's like somebody kicked up some dust over there. Maybe somebody's doing some off-roading or something. Very dusty over there. Yeah, maybe somebody just kicked up some dust. I was thinking in the back of my head, could there be a fire burning? I don't think so. I think it's just dust. Maybe somebody's doing some off-roading or something. But back to this. Stuff that makes me happy. Being up here in the beautiful San Gabriel Mountains. The eastern half where you're going to see these guys. You go west of Vincent Gap, you know, where you pick up the Pacific Crest Trail to hike up to Mount Baden-Powell, or the other direction of the Pacific Crest Trail, or go up to Jackson Flat. Past that, you're really not going to see these much, if any, anymore. For some reason, they just grow here on the east side of the San Gabriels. Maybe it's because we get a little bit more rain here. I think you're more likely to see a summer thunderstorm here than you are in the western end of the San Gabriels, or the middle and western ends. But just enjoy this piece. Then you got the montane chaparral in there, pinyon woodland, not that far off in the pinyon pines. It's just a very peaceful atmosphere here. And the glow of the yellow in the sun has always been a pleasing aesthetic for me. But, well, I don't think I could really add much more. Oh, little young side-blotch lizard. Aw. Little side-blotch lizard. Kind of running. Little baby side-blotch lizard. Saw quite a few of those today. Well, I guess that'll do it for this little video. We're going to stop off and check out some of the trees over here. Got just a little walk back to my car, and then, yeah, whatever that was is gone. That dust is gone. Well, I guess it's back to the car, and then maybe find a couple other little poke around spots. Did about a 5.25 or so mile hike today to Mount Peltier, so check for that hiking video. Most of my filming was being done downhill, or down the mountain. But I'll see you on the next hiking video. or adventure video. Thanks for watching. Hello, this is Brian. Well, doing another video from the Big Pines Highway. Did a video about a quarter of a mile up on some of the fall color around there. You know what? Let's make this a part 2. It's kind of hard to not. Try to see if I can get around to that tree right there. It's another one of our awesome natives here in Southern California. Let's see if I can get around this though. See if I can get into that little gulch. Here we go. I think this is the key. Here's why I'm over here. We got another one of our fall colored trees here in Southern California. That's Acer macrophyllum. Big leaf maple. Let's see if I can get around to the base of the trees. Just wanted to show it off for another video clip. First off, we have a large leaf blue elderberry, Sambucus nigra cerulea. These have huge leaves on them. Quite interesting. A lot larger than I usually see on Sambucus nigra cerulea. It's blue elderberry. And there we go. Acer macrophyllum. Mix in with black oak, so we get double the yellow flower fun. See right here, big leaf maples. Got a few medium-sized ones. Beautiful big leaf maples right here. Seems like there's a grove of them in here. Yeah. Oh, there's white alder mixing in there too. And a big sugar pine too. Wow, that's a pretty big sugar pine. Oh wow. I have to investigate this a little bit more. Used to be a huge white alder in this canyon. We're about 5,800 feet, 5,800 or so. Not super high up, but I think that white alder's dead. Actually, one of the largest white alders I've ever seen, to be honest with you. There's a massive sugar pine. It's one of the largest ones I've seen here in Angeles National Forest. As of date, as of today, October 24th. It's probably about 170 feet tall. Pretty decent for here. But this white alder here used to be huge. I got some beautiful maples, but I couldn't help. Once I saw that sugar pine, it was like, you know what? I gotta check this out. That's a big tree. It's a very big sugar pine. Not quite as large as that one I saw on Breckenridge Mountain last week. That was a gargantuan tree. This one's pretty big though. Trunk of it comes just behind the ear. It's got a big trunk too. That's a humongous sugar pine, especially for SoCal standards. Or down here. Yeah, occasionally we get them really big here too. That might be even taller. It might be closer to 180 feet. Occasionally you'll see them quite large here too in SoCal. One thing that my friend Brett and I, you probably saw little clips of him during my last outing in the Sierras and Breckenridge area. We have a saying, it's called, "Don't count the southern mountains out." And what I mean by that is, even here in Southern California, you can get some big stuff if you know where to look. Usually these type of gullies and canyons is where you're going to find the big stuff. And I was mentioning on one of my other video sets that this north-facing slope and these steep canyons can hold some huge trees. And that's probably one of the tallest sugar pines I've seen here in Southern California. Well, far Southern California. I still consider Breckenridge Mountain in Kern County, I consider that Southern California. So once you get up into Tulare, Monterey County, Tulare County, up is where I start considering Central California. So that sugar pine I saw in Breckenridge, the slopes of Breckenridge, yeah, a little bit taller than that, but that is a monster sugar pine. So here I am having almost like deja vu from almost a week ago. That one I saw in Breckenridge was freaking enormous, and so was that one. That's a big sugar pine. That's a huge tree, and I could tell, you see the trunk on it from about the halfway point. The trunk is really wide, so the tree's probably quite old, very well established. So I know I was meaning this to be about fall color, but when I saw that sugar pine, when I see enormous trees, my mind switches like that. So I had to go over there and check that tree out. I didn't want to go climb too far up, so I don't have a big scramble to get down later. But that was a monster sugar pine, really impressive specimen. It's one of the largest ones I've seen. It's not quite as tall as the one I caught by Breckenridge, but it's not very short either. Acer macrophyllum. It's another fall color tree here in the San Gabriels. Unlike black oak, big leaf maple is more widespread. You can find it in the Santa Ana Mountains. Quite a few stands of it near in Trabuco Canyon, which are probably recovering. I'm pretty sure they're resprouting from the root burls. Silverado Canyon has a lot of big leaf maple. And here in the San Gabriel Mountains, big leaf maple is much more widespread. A lot of these lower and mid elevation canyons house these beautiful maple trees. There's Big Pines Highway. I'm guessing this will pretty much wrap it up, but here's a nice little stand of canyon live oaks. It's one tree you'll see pretty much every portion of the mountain range, everywhere from foothills, lower elevations, all the way up to above 8,000 feet in some spots. It's our beautiful canyon live oaks. It's one tree you'll see low down and high up. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start heading back to the car. So yeah, that was quite a shocker. I didn't expect a gargantuan sugar pine like that to pop out like that. But honestly, maybe I shouldn't be that surprised, because considering the little microclimate, steep north-facing canyon, and sugar pines love steep north-facing slopes, I shouldn't be surprised actually. Well, just maybe I'll drive down Big Pines Highway a little bit more, maybe see what other kind of things I can find. Maybe break out a spotlight video somewhere, I don't know. But get one last look at that Beautiful big leaf maple. Beautiful. We don't have the oranges and reds like the sugar maple, but that bright lemon yellow color is a very cheerful color. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you on another video. I might shoot some more videos today. They'll be in a different set. And thanks for watching.